Welcome back, everyone.
Good morning.
Welcome to our Tuesday Talks.
Yeah, so we have a fun guest prepared this morning that we're going to bring on here in a few minutes. So just a reminder, my name is Megan, and I am a court and victim advocate at the North Star Advocacy Center. And we help with crisis intervention and case management. We help fill out order of protections, and we go to court with people. We provide support groups and shelter, and we provide a hotline. So that's just a little bit about what I do as an advocate.
And my name's Julia Day, and I am a victim advocate as well as a volunteer coordinator. So I supervise all the interns and volunteers that help us out at the shelter and do overnight coverage and hotline coverage.
Yeah, so just shout out to the clients. We are still providing our services. They just are looking a little bit different right now. So most of it's going to be done by technology, whether that's by Zoom or whether that's by adding my Facebook account to your account, and we can either video chat on Messenger or call our 24-hour hotline. So all of our services are still available. They just are looking a little bit different right now. And support groups, the sexual assault support group and the domestic violence support group are still happening as well. Again, they just look different. So all of our services are still being offered. We're still here for you. Just send us a message and we can figure something out. So.
Well, today I have my Estes Park mug that my mom, Cindy, shout out, got me.
Woohoo! I love Estes Park, and that mug is so pretty because it has that butterfly on it.
Thanks, I'll tell my mom.
Okay. I am drinking out of this fun little cup, and it's really small as opposed to last week I had that big, huge square one. This one I got at the K9 garage sale that the Nottoway County Sheriff's Department used to put on. I don't know if it's still happening, but they used to put on a K9 sale, and all the proceeds would go to, at the time when I bought this, it was Jarek, the dog they have. But so I got this, and it's just a fun little cup.
Cute, I like it.
Yeah. What are you drinking this morning?
I am drinking grapefruit juice.
Oh, that's pretty sour, huh?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. What are you?
Well, I am drinking Hawaiian punch. It's pretty tasty.
Good way to start the day.
Yeah, it is. It is. I like it.
Well, this week our guest is Rita Wallinga from the Missouri Job Center here in Maryville, Missouri. She's pretty awesome, a friend of both me and Megan, and we're pretty excited just to have her on the show and interview with us. So we'll have Megan bring her in.
Hi, Rita.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you doing today?
I am good. It is sunny outside.
It is. It's a nice day. I think it's going to be a nice day out.
Oh, yeah. Well, Rita, welcome to our second show.
Thank you.
So for our audience, for some of them who don't know you, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
My name's Rita Wallinga. I do live here in Maryville. I've lived in Nottoway County for 28 years. And so I know the area well, but I work in the Missouri Job Center here in Maryville, and we cover 5 counties, Atchison, Holt, Nottoway, Gentry, and Worth.
So that's actually the same 5 counties that the North Star Advocacy Center covers. So we also cover Nottoway, Gentry, Worth, Atchison, and Holt, just the northwest counties. So a lot of people in those counties might not know about the Job Center, and they might not know what you do. So can you tell us a little bit about what the purpose of the Job Center is?
Yeah, so the purpose of the Job Center is really to help individuals become as self-sufficient as possible. And so one of those is we can assist them with their job search to try and help them maybe get better wages, better hours, or maybe a job that's of more interest to them or more aligned with their educational background. And so by doing that, we can help people with their job applications, like online job applications, help them create an effective resume, help them find different sites where they can actually job search to or on. People struggle, or a lot of people struggle with online applications in general. And so we do help a lot of individuals just through that online application process. The hardest part of that is creating an account usually. And so we can get them past that point. Sometimes the rest of it's easy. Sometimes people don't have a very good resume put together, or they don't know what their employment history is. And so helping them understand why that is important, having correct employment dates, gathering references, people that employers can call to ask, hey, Julia has applied for a job here. Can you tell us what you know about her? You know, gathering those references who are going to say good things about you and know your employment history, your character, that type of thing. We can help people like with their interviewing skills, help them practice those. We can even set them up with an employer if they want to do a mock interview with an employer, that they can get critiqued afterwards. We offer other programs that require eligibility. You have to be eligible for those programs, but tuition assistance. So if someone's wanting to go to school short term, maybe just an example, certified nurse aid training, truck driver school, we can offer tuition assistance for that. Or if they're wanting longer term, like an associate's degree or a bachelor's, we can offer tuition assistance with that. We have some paid work experiences for youth who haven't been successful in the workplace or who have never worked before. I'm trying to think. There's a lot of different avenues that we can assist people in when they're trying to better their circumstances, better their life, get a better job. We can help them with that. People can come in, utilize the computers to work on their job applications, print off resumes, and all those services are free. It doesn't cost anything for people to come in and use those.
And so I had a question on, can you just talk to us specifically about how filing for unemployment has been affected by COVID, and like what it looks like to still get assistance in filing from unemployment from the job center?
Okay, so previously, prior to COVID-19, people could come into our job center and we would assist them with filing their claim. We would actually sit next to them, walk them through it, help them be able to file it. We can't do that now, but people can come into our office and we can still help them. Or they can't come into our office, they can call us on the phone and we can help them over the phone. Sometimes people have had an account before, didn't know they had an account. It won't let them log in. It won't let them create a new account because they don't remember their user ID or their password. We have the capability to look that up here in the on the unemployment system. So if those are your problems, call us. You know, we'll ask you for your name or your social security number. Honestly, it's easier for us to look it up by social security number. We can look you up. We can see if you've had an account before, exactly what your user ID was, how your name was spelled. Sometimes people miskey things in. We can see the answers to the security questions that people have created, so we can help with that. We can also help look at past claims. We can view all the correspondence that the Department of Employment Security has sent you. We can view that and try and help with some of those questions. We are not the unemployment office, so we do not make any determinations here in our office. And we don't have the answers to all the questions regarding your claim, but there's a lot that we can help with, and we would prefer people call us first, because then if we can help them, it can get them on their way to filing their claim. If they automatically call the unemployment claims specialist numbers, they're going to be on hold for a long time, because there are so many people filing claims right now. The phone lines are bogged down. The computer's even bogged down a little bit. So COVID-19 has affected the unemployment process greatly. And it's affected even some of the guidelines or requirements that there were before. Some of those have been waived now. A lot of people have asked about, the $600 from the federal government. How does that work? When does that come into play? And that's still being determined. And so we don't know the answers. Don't call the UI claims specialist because they don't know the answers. But go to the Missouri Department of Labor website, and that is where you're going to find up-to-date information. That's where we get our information. So don't bog down the unemployment lines with wanting to know the status of your claim, because you can look that up. If you have internet access, you can look that up on your account. The claim specialists right now are just trying to get people who don't have internet access their claims filed. We have been bogged down. Last week, especially with Kawasaki's furlough, temporary layoff, whatever you want to call it, we were bombarded last week with phone calls and Monday. People who had never filed before, they didn't know how to do it. If you do get logged on, you have to read the questions very carefully. Read them once, and if you don't understand, read it again and really think about it before you automatically call. I mean, it does, some of the questions can be a little confusing, but you just have to read everything and think about it before you answer. And the best way to have payments made is direct deposit. But for those who do not have that access to a checking account or a savings account, there is the debit card or the Missouri Access card. So it's like a credit card. It'll come in the mail to you in an unidentified envelope. It looks like junk mail. So if you've applied for unemployment and you've selected that option, don't throw anything away that comes in the mail until you open it. And it is, I mean, right now it can be a little cumbersome if you have questions. Give us a call first, and we will try very hard to help you answer those questions. And typically, you may have to call a couple times, or honestly, if you just leave a message, that is more helpful. We will get back to you, okay? We will call people back, so.
It's just an overwhelming time right now. And so that's really helpful to know that you guys are still available by phone. And since the phone lines are just so bogged down, as you mentioned, that they are better off leaving a message and you guys will return their phone call and help them out and answer their questions. So that's really good information to know. I think a lot of people don't know that, or they think that if they can't get through, then maybe your office is closed because there's so many businesses that have to close. So that's good for our viewers to know.
Right. And I will admit, we have not changed our voicemail yet, just because we haven't taken the time to do that. We are not open to the public, but we are here every day and we are answering calls. So if we don't answer, leave a message and we will get back to you.
Good deal.
And then we also work with the adults, and we have different programs for that. Job search, tuition assistance, on-the-job training, and then our dislocated worker program, and that's people who have lost their jobs through no fault of their own. Business closed, there was a permanent layoff, things like that. So those are some of the other things that we can help out in our office here. We can also help employers. You know, we post job openings on our website that an employer may call us and say, hey, we have 3 openings. Can you post them on your website? And we can do that. And the website we utilize is called jobs.mo.gov. And we post jobs on there. People can do a job search on there and see what's available. Okay.
So, Rita, are those services, all those services that you mentioned, available now during COVID, during quarantine, or so just to clarify, what's available right now from the job center and what's available, like, you know, typically at the job center?
Actually, all of those are still available now. We would just do all correspondence over the phone. There are still things that have to be signed, and so we would either have to mail those out or email them. The individual would have to print them, sign them, scan them, and even email them back. We do have a drop box outside our door, so they could drop them in there if they, you know, were in town and out and about, or we can do mail. But yeah, we can still offer all of those services. It may take a little more time, a little longer, the process, but really not too much.
Awesome. The Job Center really does offer a lot of pretty useful resources. Well, Rita, something that we're going to try to ask all of our guests, at least during this time with COVID-19, is what is a good activity to do while social distancing?
Well, I wrote some things down that just kind of popped into my head. I don't know. Walking or exercise of some sort. I mean, you can exercise. Obviously, you don't want to wrestle or play basketball or football, but exercising where you can be far apart, I think is good. Plus, I think it helps your mental and your physical well-being. Learn to cook something that you've always wanted to cook and you didn't know how, or maybe you don't really know how to cook at all and just learning some basics. Lots of YouTube videos out there, lots of cookbooks, you know, so if you're stuck at home. Also, if you're quarantined at home and you have kids, this is the perfect opportunity to teach them those life skills that they may not know. How to change a tire, how to change oil. Okay, I don't know how to change oil, but you know, cooking, how to do laundry if they haven't learned how to do that. How to make a budget. This is how you do a checkbook. If you're home with them, have some learning tools. You know, do some of those things with them. Perfect time to write cards and letters to family, friends, even if they live locally. You know, they'd probably thrilled to get mail, even if it's from someone that lives 3 blocks away. I went out to Nottoway Lake last night and I shot my bow. So, and I was far away from anybody. It was just relaxing. It was gorgeous out. So even sitting on your front porch and soaking up some sunshine.
Those are all really good, especially kids at home. My audio sounds maybe just to me, but especially kids at home and just teaching them, like you said, those life skills like that. This is a great time. Everyone has more time than what we think we need right now. So that's good.
Right, right. And if you teach them those things, it means that when you go back to work, those are things that you can ask them to do. Maybe not on a daily basis, but you know, it's your turn to cook supper tonight. We learned how to make 4 different meals while we had our time together. So, you know, they can maybe learn to help out more if they are not already.
Well, Rita, thank you so much for agreeing to be on our show. We just like you both mentioned, the Job Center does so much stuff to help the community. I know that you've helped a lot of our clients before, whether they be residents or they just are coming in to use other services. I know we have referred a lot of people to you in the past and will continue to do so. So we just really appreciate your collaboration over the years and just everything that you personally do for the community. We're really grateful.
Thank you. And I do want to mention one thing I had forgotten. So we are trying to reach out to the other counties of Atchison, Holt, Gentry, and Worth more. More meaning once a month. Julie and I actually, when Julie had worked here, wrote for a trust, the Gary G. Taylor Charitable Trust. And we were granted some monies from that for us to have some pop-up job centers in those other outer counties. And so I had in January just started going to the counties once a month. In the same place, I was using the libraries, except in Worth County, I was at the courthouse. And I was just there either in the morning or the afternoon and available to job seekers if they needed help doing applications, providing the same services that we provide in the job center. I had just started those and now they've been canceled until further notice. But once we get through this, I will pick up on those again. And so that we're trying to be able to provide resources to those outlying counties.
Yeah, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
So again, thank you so much, Rita, for agreeing to be on our show and talking about what you do, talking about what the Job Center does. Like I said, it's such an important asset to our community, and it helps a lot of people and gives them good experience and gives them really good assistance. So thank you so much for coming on this morning.
Thank you, and thank you for all that you guys do. You have a lot of different programs that are so helpful and encouraging to so many people in our counties. Thank you.
Thank you. All righty, Rita, it's good to see you.
Good to see you.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
All right, bye.
Okay, so like Megan said earlier, if you guys just want more information about the Job Center, on this video we're going to have links to their Facebook page and the jobs.mo.gov page. I really encourage you guys to follow them on Facebook because they have so many resources and they often post job listings on Facebook as well.
Yeah. So once again, thank you for joining us for, I think we're just going to stick with the title, the hashtag Tuesday Talks. So we will try to post a video every Tuesday, and hopefully most of those shows will have a different guest from the community because again, we really want to make sure that we are bringing light to all of the resources that are still available. And honestly, I think most of them still are. Things just look a little bit different right now. So like I said, our services are still available and the Job Center services are still available. So take advantage of that if you need to.
Thanks, guys.
All righty, thanks. Bye, Julia.
Bye, Megan.
To receive assistance in filing an unemployment claim, call the Missouri Job Center at 660-582-8980. Don't forget to leave a message and they will call you back. You can visit their website at www.jobs.mo.gov or look at their Facebook page at Missouri Job Center Maryville. Also, don't forget the website that Rita talked about. To find out the status of your unemployment claim or for other inquiries, visit the Missouri Department of Labor's website at www.labor.mo.gov. And as always, follow us on our Facebook page at North Star Advocacy Center. You can follow us on Twitter at @NorthStar_AC, or because we're quarantined, you can go watch our videos on our YouTube page. Just type in North Star Advocacy Center.